I sat in the Anthros chair every day for 1 year to see whether it's really the best office chair for back pain or just another overpriced gimmick being pushed by paid influencers. But the real reason I took a chance on the Anthros chair is because lower back pain was destroying my productivity at work and my posture was starting to get less cute. Anthros is the chair my chiropractor recommended, so here we are 400 days later. And honestly, while I love my Anthros chair and have literally talked multiple personal friends into buying one, I would not recommend it to everyone for two big reasons you need to know before you buy. But first, let's back up a minute. Because if you're anything like I was, something is probably bothering you about the way you sit. Maybe lower back pain is hurting your focus and productivity at work. Maybe you're noticing poor posture or tech neck from hunching over a screen all day. Or maybe your booty cheeks are numb by noon every day from sitting on a cheap chunk of plastic. See, these are all new problems that people didn't have 100 years ago. Sure, people had different problems back then. They had like kids working in coal mines and shit, but they weren't sitting on their asses hunched over a computer screen for 8 hours a day. So last year, after doing deep research into the 50 most popular office chairs, I realized something big. All the major brands you see sponsored influencers shilling for, like Herman Miller, Steelcase, and Hallworth, they're not bad, but they're not really innovating that much because those companies got their start nearly 100 years ago, way before we started using personal computers, 30 to 40 years ago? So those chairs weren't designed for 8 hours of computer work because computers didn't exist yet. And before you say, "Don't you know their chairs have changed since then, dummy Tyler?" Sure, I get it. They might have added a lever here or there, or coined some flowery marketing language around ergonomics, or slapped some goofy anime characters on the back so they can charge an extra $100. But it's just a fact that big, multi-billion-dollar companies with 10,000 plus employees like to play it safe. They don't take big swings on innovation. It's an unnecessary risk, and I get that. But the way we sit has changed since the early 1900s. So I was looking for a big swing to fix a real problem, which is what eventually led me to Anthros. Small team, one product, clear goal. Fix the way you sit forever. But even though I felt like a kid on Christmas driving over to a showroom to try Anthros out, my first time sitting in one actually went pretty rough. The first thing that pissed me off was the salesman wasn't actually able to get me a very good deal. I was able to find a much better deal online, so I'll drop a discounted affiliate link down below if you're interested. But don't worry, this video is not sponsored and I wasn't paid to say anything good about it. The bigger problem I had when I first sat in the Anthros chair was it didn't actually feel very ergonomic at all. The cushion was fantastic, probably the best I've ever sat on. It was like just the right level of firmness, but the chair itself didn't actually feel great on my spine. So this leads me to one of the biggest warnings I give anyone considering Anthros. Here's the deal. There are 4 knobs on the Anthros chair. 1 for adjusting recline tension and chair height, and 2 for individually adjusting each of the 2 back panels. And it's these 2 adjustable knobs that are going to make or break the Anthros chair for you. Listen carefully. If you get this wrong, you will hate this chair. So here's how you get it right, and here's what the sales rep showed me. First, you want to reset the chair by bringing both panels all the way back. Then you want to back that ass up all the way back so that your butt is literally as far back in the chair as possible. Then you're going to want to adjust the lower back panel forward until you feel that it's sort of supporting your lower back and pelvis while tilting your pelvis forward gently. Then finally, you'll want to adjust the upper back panel forward until you feel the full and natural curvature of your spine being supported without you needing to slouch or slump forward in your chair. Now, for me, this was my holy shit moment. Getting my adjustments dialed in correctly did take a few minutes, but when I got it just right, something in my brain switched and I just realized like, this is how we're supposed to be sitting. It just feels like an effortlessly healthier way to sit with your spine upright and your shoulders back. Honestly, I really haven't seen many complaints about Anthros other than its price, but I'd imagine anyone who doesn't like it probably just didn't get their chair adjusted properly. For that reason, if you do buy one, I highly recommend booking a free 15-minute posture consultation with one of their on-staff doctors or therapists. They were super helpful when I was getting mine set up. And once it was configured correctly, I commit to sitting this way every day for 1 full year. So now I can tell you everything I've loved about Anthros, what I've hated about it, and how it's actually affected my back and posture over this past year. So when my Anthros chair first arrived, I was hyped because I needed this chair like yesterday. My posture was getting so bad. But for the first few weeks or so, Anthros actually made my back pain worse. So I did feel a little bit nervous that I might have made the wrong choice, but I am glad that I stuck it out because after that awkward adjustment period, the muscle soreness in my back went away and sitting felt great again. So now I like to give people the heads up that it may take some time for your back to get used to this chair, especially if you've been slouching for a while. Your back may need some time to build up its sit muscles. Now, I can be pretty obsessive, so at some point or another, I've owned pretty much all the most popular chairs on the market. The Herman Miller M-Body, the Secret Lab Titan Evo, the Livernovo Omni, you name it, some of which I really liked. But on ergonomics, Anthros is the GOAT. It is the best chair for back pain, posture, and ergonomics, hands down. Now, it's not the best at everything, which we will get to in just a minute, but there is no other chair that supports the spine better than Anthros' 2-part back system and pelvic tilt. Something else I think I actually understated in my original Anthros review is the cushion. In the original review, I did say the cushion was comfortable, but 1 year later, it feels worth emphasizing that the cushion is actually incredible. I think the reason this went under the radar for me is because when you think about it, a great cushion is one that you actually don't think about. It's one that you can just sit on all day long without your ass getting hot, numb, or itchy. With Anthros, my productivity is never wrecked by the need to get up and walk around in the middle of the day. I mean, I still do because of my ADHD squirrel brain, but at least it's not because of my chair anymore. Everything else functions more or less the way you'd expect it to from a $2,000 chair. The 4D armrests are solid. They go up and down, forward and back. They pivot in and out, and they can be moved closer or farther away from the chair. The Recline is smooth with a 6-degree tilt lock feature that locks you in at the perfect angle for deep focus sessions. And the whole frame and swivel base are fantastic as well. The chair doesn't creak nearly as much as my $2,000 Herman Miller M-Body did, and it just feels much higher quality to me overall. But most importantly, after sitting in Anthros for a whole year, it really did solve the problem I wanted it to solve. My back genuinely feels much better from a year of sitting properly with pelvis support, and I'm not craning my neck forward, giving myself tech neck for 8 hours a day. I bought this chair to solve a serious health problem, and it did. So Anthros is probably the #1 product I've featured on my channel in terms of what I've actually recommended to my own friends and family in the real world. I mean, of course you're my friend since you just hit subscribe, right? But I really did even convince my own best friend to buy one. It's so good, I'm willing to stake my reputation on it. But with that said, this is not a chair I'd recommend to everyone, because remember those 2 big missing features I mentioned earlier? Well, the first feature missing from Anthros is one you might have already noticed: the headrest. There just isn't one. Anthros doesn't make one, and no third-party company offers them yet. I sort of suspect that someone will eventually offer a headrest for this chair, whether it's Anthros themselves or a third party like Atlas, because it is one of the most frequently requested features I see people asking about, so who knows, maybe one day. But the second missing feature is that deep recline you get from other popular gaming chairs. Anthros only tilts back to a maximum of 15 degrees because their whole ethos is really just supporting the pelvis and maintaining good posture in any position, which I guess as they see it must be less effective while in a deep recline position. I can respect the company sticking to their mission, but at the end of the day, this is still going to be a deal breaker for some people. A couple of other things worth mentioning. Some people do find the back pads run a little warm, so if you tend to run hot, just keep that in mind. And if you're over like 6'4" or so, the seat depth has gotten some complaints from taller guys. Personally, at about 6 foot, 175 pounds, I haven't had those issues at all, but if other people have, I think they're worth mentioning. But it's really because of the missing headrest and the deep recline that I can't actually recommend Anthros to everyone. If you're a console gamer who knows that you need that deep recline and headrest to support you while gaming on your TV, this ain't the chair for you. Personally, I keep a second chair just for that use case, but I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. I also wouldn't recommend Anthros to anyone who genuinely can't afford it right now. I'm a pretty frugal guy, but I'll always make an exception when it comes to investing in my long-term health, and anything that comes between you and the ground, like supportive shoes, a high-quality mattress, and an ergonomic chair, those always make the cut. But I don't want anyone going into debt over a chair, so if it's too much strain on your bank account, hold off for now. It's not going anywhere. But I can and strongly do recommend this chair for anyone who considers their back, neck, or postural health to be a top priority. For that use case, I have genuinely not found a better option yet. If I do find a better option, you better believe I will be the first one to let you know about it down in the description below. But for now, this is the king of ergonomic chairs. If you have back pain, neck pain, or you're developing a hunchback from long hours of sitting improperly, Anthros could be your first real step toward correcting those issues. Even though this isn't the chair I would lay all the way back in to watch a movie, it is the chair I sit in the most. It's my daily driver and the one I sit in for 8 hours of upright seated work per day when I'm doing things like writing this script, for example. And even though it's not my favorite for console gaming, it does work great for PC gaming. So if you prefer to sit upright at a desk for that, it could be perfect for you. Now, if you decide the Anthros chair is right for you, I've got a few pretty big suggestions that I wish someone told me before I ordered mine. The first is the fact that this whole chair is actually pretty modular. See, I'm a textbook overthinker, so I was personally stressed out trying to decide between more of an office chair versus a gaming chair aesthetic. But the truth is, that choice doesn't actually matter that much because you can replace or update most of the individual parts. The back panels are super easy to pop off and change, so if you decide you want a different color later on, you can easily buy them on their website. You can even change the cushions themselves out if you need to, which is an amazing option to have just in case you stain the fabric or rip the leather or anything like that. My advice is just choose whatever color combination feels good to you right now because it's easy to change up later. But if you're stuck on a specific feature or design choice, drop a comment and I'll help you out. And the second small thing I wish somebody would have told me is not to buy this chair at full price. If you're thinking about buying one, I'll drop a discount link down below that'll keep updated with the best current deal. They have them often, and using that link may help support the channel at no extra cost to you, which I always appreciate. Anthros really is an amazing office chair and such an easy recommendation for most people. But if that deep recline and headrest are absolute must-haves for you, I've got another chair that I also use specifically for console gaming and watching movies. You can watch my full review of that one right here. It's a great gaming chair, just keep in mind it's nowhere near as ergonomic as Anthros is, so it's not the one I would personally recommend for people with back pain or posture issues.